Thanks for joining us. Summertime on the lake is a cherished Minnesota pastime, but on Fish Lake in Maple Grove, that pastime has run into a dilemma. As I found out, after 30 years, it has lakeshore residents revisiting lake rules. On a hot day in July, it's likely you'll find the Osseo on Fish Lake.
It's small, it's not real big. Usually it's pretty quiet and nice and close and convenient.
John and Debbie live a convenient few blocks from the public access. They've been familiar with the lake's rules for years. No wake before 9 in the morning or in high waters. Some lake users are hoping to pull back those restrictions.
I mean, you can see both sides, but in this case, it's pretty narrow lake. It's just tough to get far enough from shore where it doesn't do, in my opinion, doesn't do a lot of damage.
Boating has changed, and Fish Lake is especially top of mind.
I think there's two issues. There's one is when the lake is high, the rules need to be followed. And the other one I think the homeowners are concerned about that actually live on the lake are the wake boats, because the wake boats create huge, massive rolling waves, and those waves affect the shoreline also.
Right now, Maple Grove's Lake Quality Commission is reviewing its lake's rules. Water Resources Engineer Derek Ashey says this review is routine.
These regulations come forward really through grassroots efforts and efforts by citizens who live on the lake or use the lake and have noticed an issue and are wondering if an issue can be resolved or solved or if there's some compromise.
The commission includes reps for each lake, plus 3 at-large members. Ashey says its work is based on community feedback, and that feedback varies. Though some want the rules to change, others, like neighbor Eric Claver, says the way things are now is fine.
It would definitely be unfortunate from my perspective if they were to initiate no wake all the time. We definitely use this lake for tubing and boating around with the kids, so that would be less than ideal.
Regulation changes would have to go through a number of channels, but ultimately would be up to the city council. A deeply split Anoka-Hennepin school board, meanwhile, had considerable debate over its budget. The school board ended up approving a budget that increased spending by about $22 million over last year. It leaves about a $15 million deficit that could be addressed through future cuts or a referendum. While the board voted 4-2 to approve the budget, the debate highlighted sharp differences between board members.
It seems like you would rather have the liberal members of the board be in charge of a bankrupt district rather than the entire board be in charge of a fully funded district.
It's easier for them to just trust the experts who just happen to share their worldview on virtually every issue that divides the board.
School board service should be nonpartisan. The fact that some board members continue to bring politics and partisan perspectives is concerning to me.
It's not a left or right or conservative and liberal. It's board members who trust our experts and believe in our experts, and board members who do not.
Board members Matt Audette and Linda Hokeman voted against the budget. The Brooklyn Center Council also had a contentious decision as the majority voted to close one of its 2 municipal liquor stores.
I'm failing to understand the fight to hold on to something with such a low potential return.
One of the city's municipal liquor stores is in the Shingle Creek Shopping Center. The other, known as Store 2, is on Brooklyn Boulevard. Store 2 is in a rental building and hasn't turned a profit in several years. The lease was set to expire this month. The council decided against extending the lease, giving the business 6 months to close.
Seems like, once again, I'm outvoted, so please let the employees that we will no longer be employing know that I tried. And I'm sorry.
I wouldn't consider Liquor Store 2 an asset to our community to have a second municipal, and the numbers don't add up for us.
About 3 full-time and 10 part-time employees will be laid off with the closure. Brooklyn Center in Maple Grove will benefit from one of the largest investments in urban forestry in state history. The Metropolitan Council will provide more than $2 million to plant 5,000 trees across the Twin Cities. Brooklyn Center will get more than 70 new trees. Maple Grove will get another 75. The investment aims to replace trees damaged by emerald ash borer and other diseases. The Animal Humane Society has a unique way for kids to practice reading. I stopped by to listen in.
You can hold this, And then we got to get a book, okay? Should we pick one?
An animal shelter may not be the first place you think of to curl up with a book.
Definitely anxiety is an issue in shelters for sure. We try as hard as we can to make it calming and to make it soothing for them, but there's a lot of people here, a lot of smells, a lot of sounds. So anything we can do to help is a good thing.
Did you want to pet the guinea pig?
But community program manager Rachel DeShields
You like the guinea pig?
says it's actually the perfect place.
Animal babies aren't just cute, they play every day.
It's a great time for them just to kind of sit and relax. It's a program where we're not focusing on petting or handling animals. They're really just like relaxing and listening to our voices.
That's a really good one. It's about lovebirds.
DeShields talking about the Animal Humane Society's Rescue Readers program.
Rabsy is learning a special kind of swinging.
Anyone age 4 and up can come in and read stories to the shelter pets.
Don't forget that. It's time to discuss his diet.
A lot of our readers are young, kids who are learning to read, kids who are just want to practice reading out loud. It's great for them because they get to practice sounding out words with a listener who is not going to judge them, who doesn't care how they pronounce words.
We love learning about the creature powers of different animals, especially baby animals.
Though a lot of the rescue readers are kids, it's for grown-ups too.
Should we read some of this to Coco?
Jacob DeShiel brought his daughter in to work on reading together.
You can just bring kids in and get to interact with these animals that need homes, and it gives them a great opportunity to get that human interaction that you need.
You have quite a grip.
8-year-old Harper Biscay has been going to rescue readers for a year and a half.
I like to be with the animals here, and I like to see them. I like to make them happy.
And like many other rescue readers, Harper returns to pause.
Let's go meet some of our favorite baby animals in the wild.
With the sweet connections she's made.
Anyone over age 4 can participate. We'll have more details at ccxmedia.org.